Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's session of The Wild Beyond. We've been gone for 2 weeks, but we are so glad to be back. I am, as always, joined by this chaos crew of 6 incredibly talented and weird individuals who make up the collective Wild Things. Since it's been 2 weeks, I want to go around and say hi to everybody and see if there's anything new going on that we might have missed. So I'm just going to take it in order on my Discord screen. We have Devon playing Gromp.
Got a hole in one today.
Hey! All right, you should probably specify.
30.
No, don't specify at all. Leave it like that.
Okay.
It's
like, I got a no-hitter against a little league team. It's a little important detail.
I think it's great.
I'm still proud of you, bro. We have Lauren playing Bodie.
Hi. Glad to be back in the shell and ready for shenanigans. Little too excited.
Nothing wrong with it. Joe playing Wraught.
If you guys are into Hades too, like Sarah and I are, I'm making dice from it.
I didn't know you were into Hades. I never hear anything about it from you. Melon, played by Morgan. I like how Sarah for a second thought I was serious.
I've got nothing of value for society.
That's the best way to be, baby.
At least he's cute.
At least he's adorable.
Arguably.
Mav playing Otto.
Hi everyone, I'm a blackout on the internet. I'm having a great time here today, and I'm learning a new game called Monster of the Week. So I'm super excited.
That is a very fun system for anyone looking for a quick and easy system to get started playing TTRPGs right away. And last but not least, playing Kai/Kieren, we have Sarah.
I also have no news except Monster of the Week is freaking amazing. I played a very stressed out coroner, and it was amazing.
It's a good one. And I, your dungeon master as always, am Ethan. Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here to play, being here to listen, listening in later. Also, speaking of which, did just see we got some raiders in from Sally Quinn. If you're here with a raid, please remember to refresh your Twitch so that it counts as a view for us. The little things we have to do for the algorithm. Now, before we jump all the way in, I have to get through some announcements. So first on the Misty Mountain streaming side of things. Misty Mountain and Thousand Faces will be at GalaxyCon Oklahoma City next weekend. So if you are in that area, come say hi. I'll even be running some community one-shots you can play in if you want. Second, there are still sub-goals going on for Misty Mountain, so please, if you like the content here, please sub, especially while we're streaming, because that reflects really well on us. So, yeah, do it. Other announcements, tomorrow on our Twitch channel, Thousand Faces TTRPG, I will be GMing and will be joined by Mav and Lauren for part 2, testing out the Daggerheart system. We're going to be pushing that horde combat mechanic to its stretching point. And then on Tuesday, on that same channel, we have episode 2 of The City of the Crimson Tower, a noir vibe, extra horror-themed Curse of Strahd interpretation. The first session was a lot of fun. Second session should be less fun, but very cool. First Fear roll is definitely coming on Tuesday, so be there for all of the horrifying after effects. Last few announcements. Past episodes, so far episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of The Wild Beyond are available on the Go Buff Yourself podcast. So that is available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and I'm working on Apple Radio, but Apple is a dick. They probably won't put me on there after saying that, so I'll just cut this part out. You can also watch past episodes of all of our streams on our YouTube Thousand Faces cosplay. I believe that's all of the announcements. Oh, This is an 18 plus stream. It's already been marked that way on Twitch, but I'm just saying it anyway. It's an 18 plus stream for drug use in and out of character, for bad language, and for horrible visuals sometimes.
And if Ethan shows us his tits, we can get nudity too.
Hey, look, there's something to look forward to. So, with no further announcements, I think it's time that we go ahead and run the intro video for tonight's session of The Wild Beyond. And welcome back. When we last left off with the Wild Things, they had been exploring the town of Vale Crossing, a fairly calm and beautiful little town in the part of the Feywild known as the Fields of Spring, or as you'd heard some refer to it, Thither. Things here frequently have multiple names. But while exploring Vale Crossing, you met a lot of interesting folk, and a number of them happened to have need of talented services and would be willing to exchange gold for those services, ranging from a creepy-looking individual charm offering 500 or 1,000 gold, respectively, or 200 or 1,000 gold, respectively, for a troll eye or a unicorn horn. You also were spoken to by the sheriff of Vale Crossing, Vorotyric, who asked you all to look into the goblin logging camp that had started operations in the Shroudwood and had been harvesting the magical timber there. You were informed by the mayor that though the goblins had yet to make any major offensives against Vale Crossing, they had started sending out more scouting parties. And he felt fairly certain that once they depleted the magical timber reserves in the Shroudwood, they would be looking for more elsewhere later. The sheriff also had a potential job for you, and that was to hunt down a deadly creature that he referred to simply as the Snark. One of the troubles with hunting down the Snark was he had no idea what it looked like, as no one who had ever seen it had survived to tell the tale. So you all spoke with a bunch of people at the Underfoot Tavern and Inn, went to a number of different bakeries and shops and explored and saw that there is so much at your disposal in Vale Crossing, but there is also so much need of talented adventurers such as yourselves. So you all stopped by the Woodcutter's Axe, a smithy, an armorer, before heading out, where the armorer, Sam, gave you all a magical sword after hearing that you were planning to go do things to help Vale Crossing. So he gave it to you on the condition that you were indeed going to help the people of Vale Crossing. And it was with this new sword in hand that you all crossed out of Vale Crossing through the eastern exit, avoiding the bridge troll on the western side, so you don't have to go through that whole endeavor again. But it was with you all leaving this town and heading east towards where, at least on the map, you were told the goblin logging camp was located, that we left off, and it's there that we pick up. As always, here in the Fields of Spring, it is perpetual, beautiful noon of a spring day. Birds are singing, insects are chipping and chirping. You catch sight of little woodland creatures that go scampering through high grass or behind fallen logs. It's beautiful here, especially in comparison to the swampy landscape of Hither that you were in just a few days prior. So it is there that we pick up. Vale Crossing is still just behind you. You've only just left.
Well, we got 2 horses that we can use. Who wants to get on one?
Wait, so I thought we were going to get more horses than that because the mayor was going to, yeah, but weren't we going to use some of like the money that he was going to give us to cop that? Like we get it and then he just pays us less?
Last I had heard, at least out of character, you all can make new decisions. Last I had heard, you all were going with the 2. But if that changes,
I might just be getting our D&D games mixed up. Okay. Because with the 2 horses, there's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do to go fast, though, unless somebody's sprinting.
Some of us have short legs, some of us have long legs.
Some of us have wings.
Yeah.
tough kids,
They wear
nerdy
wings.
kids who climb on rocks.
How much would one other horse be at the very least? Because like Bodie and Melon are probably going to each need their own horse.
Oh, horses aren't going to like me at all.
No,
I think
me
we should
neither,
just
man.
walk.
Yeah, I think that's like the humane thing to do on our account. I have to go let the dog out, sorry.
Go do it.
I'm going to look over at Otto and I go, well, some of us have wings and some of us strained their muscles carrying people's fat butts out of crashing air balloons and need a little break.
Well, that's not nice to say about Clapperclaw.
Yeah, that's not nice to say about me.
See?
If we eat
fat.
the meat out of your claws, you won't be as fat.
As, like, you keep calling him fat, so he looks down. I mean, he's a scarecrow. He's a little lumpy in certain places. And so as you keep saying this, his giant stag head just looking down at his body, he, with one of his large lobster claws, just reaches into his body and pulls out some of the stuffing and hay and puts it into the bag that he carries with him, and then like compresses his figure slightly, gives himself a very tapered waist, and just pushes it in.
Right.
Is that better?
Getting body issues.
Clapper, if you want, we can play a game. You want to get on the horse?
Never done that before.
Can you help him?
I'm sorry, no, you're swinging these sort of like,
Hey, Melon, when you're done with that, can you help Clapper?
oh, and the sword just flies out of his hands, like probably towards Bodie.
And just in far too artistic a way, lands point into the ground with the foom, 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 foom.
He's the chosen one.
There can be only one.
Did anybody happen to catch, if the horses die, do we have to pay for them?
I don't think they were giving us a gift.
So
What?
they're rental horses.
Yes, they're rental horses, and Otto's going to go over and just kind of take care of the
You
horses.
know, having a bath here was like 50 gold pieces. How much do you think these are, and how much do you think we're going to have to pay if they eat it?
It's a gift. It was part of the mission that we gave.
No, they're rental horses. You said it yourself.
Well, they are rental horses, but they just gave them to us.
I don't think we have insurance on rental horses.
I think let's just go forward under the assumption that we should not let the horses die.
Or just leave the horses here and walk like we've been doing, with our legs.
But then what's Clapperclaw going to do? He's already on the horse. Look at him. He's having a great time.
How do I look?
Terrible.
bud.
Terrible.
I start making the horse walk slowly to see if anything jiggles.
What do you mean, if anything jiggles? What is that? What does that mean?
What?
If it jiggles, we draw. It's an old circus thing we used to do, Otto. I don't know why you're acting surprised. You sit on the horse, and if anything jiggles, you take a marker and put a circle around it, and then you got to work on it.
Oh God, you're gonna give
It's
this
not a good
poor
thing.
scarecrow so much body issues.
It wasn't a good thing that we did. We just did it, though, but it wasn't good.
I think you're meaning jiggling on the horse.
No, we're seeing what parts of Clapperclaw's body jiggle when the horse walks. It's easy for him to change it. It's not as easy for us to change our problems, so I don't know why.
Oh, really? It's easy. It's not easy for us to change our problems, Mister. I'm 6 feet shorter, and your beard's 4 different colors now.
Well, it's not very easy to fix, is
6
it now?
feet shorter. I thought he was 6 inches shorter.
6 feet shorter would be amazing. He's 5 inches tall.
Pocket bard.
Okay. How about this? Kai's gonna go over, pick Clapperclaw up off the horse, set him on Melon's shoulders, and slap the horse's butts so they go running back to town.
You just
Over this with a fucking walk.
you make sure to face them back in the direction of town, which is still within line of sight. They got you very far, and you just slap them on the rump, and these are older horses. They were not given to you because they are young and fresh. So you slap one on the rump, which gives you a look behind and then a dismissive flap of the tail as it just starts meandering back to town.
I was gonna let Wraught ride one, but well, now you have to walk, Wraught. I'll pat you on
Melon.
the back and start off.
Don't you fucking touch me. Melon, pick me up.
Clapperclaw's already on his back.
There's a room for 2 of us up here.
There's
I'm
plenty
gonna
of room for
move
2 of us.
Clapperclaw to one shoulder and Wraught on the other.
I mean, he weighs like 15
The weight of a
pounds.
scarecrow.
He's mostly straw.
Oh, Bodie, be careful. There is a sword in front of you.
Yeah, you had stepped away, Lauren, but Melon was swinging the new sword like a club and got distracted, and it just slipped from his hand and went point first into the ground just about 10 feet away from you.
What the fuck is that? Can I go over to it
Absolutely.
and pick it up
Yeah.
for him?
It's like I said last time, it is a very finely made sword, as Sam indicated, and you can tell it's true. But it has a very minimal crossguard. It is it's a sword that looks like it was made for finesse. It's not a brute force thick hunk of metal. This is an artist's sword.
Wow. I've never seen a sword that's so artistically crafted. You want it back?
I'm using to know a lot about swords.
Oh yeah, I've wielded. I put him in my hands a lot, and in other people a lot. But
Oh, you know how to use them?
Yeah.
I have no idea how to use them.
You don't?
I know stick with cinder block on it.
Okay. So do you want me do it?
Sure.
Do you want me to keep it or?
Yeah, if you know how to use it. Okay.
And he puts it on his little slingy thing back here.
Okay. So
Sick.
So
Thanks, man.
this conversation has been happening as the conversation about the horses with Kieren and Wraught and Gromp and Otto had also been happening. And Clapperclaw. So At about the same time, Kieren slaps one of the horses on the rump and they go slowly walking back home, and Bodie puts the sword on his back next to crisscrossing with the trident on his back. You all continue walking, heading east. Just about a minute after you all start walking again, you all hear a voice. And the voice sounds like it is coming from Bodie. Not from Bodie's mouth, but Bodie's direction. And you hear,
Hi there! My name is Cork. Are you my new wielder?
Slowly turn on my heel.
as
So aren't you riding on my shoulder?
You know me?
as Wraught turns to glare the direction of Bodie, you all hear, but Bodie, you hear the loudest.
Master, that lizard is looking at us weird. I think it wants to do us harm. You should be careful.
Hello? And he's gonna grab the trident off his back. And he's gonna put that down. And then he's gonna grab that and he's gonna put that down.
As you grab,
And then he's gonna do this. He thinks someone's back there.
as you grabbed the sword to put it down, you all just hear,
Come at me, lizard person. You will not hurt my master.
Oh.
Rod,
Ugh.
I think the nice man is talking about you.
What man?
The one that's Bodie.
Wait, when did the voices in my head get out of my head?
I think. And he's gonna put his hand up, from the sword. I think there's a little man trapped in the sword.
No, I am not a man. I am a sword. And I am here to protect you. Because you are my wielder.
No fucking way. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? And he just starts pointing at every one of you. Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. You're quite aware of that. The sword talks. Do weapons talk? Looks at Bo. Can you talk?
Scarecrows talk, why can't swords talk?
I want to do a lot of prop work, but sadly I have to do push to talk.
So it's a talking sword who's extremely rude.
Okay,
I think it's rude.
I'm gonna
Shut
try
up,
something.
Otto. You didn't call you a lizard.
You see,
Nice.
this lizard person is hostile.
Okay, everybody.
I'm gonna
listen.
melt it. I'm gonna melt it down to
No.
slag.
No.
Stay back. Do not hurt my master.
Shh, everybody listen. I need everybody to take a big deep breath with me. And he's gonna hold the sword up. Okay, Mr. Sword, these are our friends. And he's gonna spin in a circle with the sword in both hands above his head.
you
These are
spin,
our friends.
you spin as if to give this thing that doesn't have eyes a better view of all of your allies. And
That's what I'm doing.
And Bodie, you hear in your head this time, and no one else hears this.
Are you sure that one can be trusted? Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, no, she's just spicy.
Spicy can be bad for your stomach.
Yeah, but I already have a severe case of IBS, so I don't think it matters at this point what I invite in.
That is a little beyond my perspective. However, I will do what I can to keep you safe from outside threats, wielder.
Okay, I think it's just because swords don't have stomachs, my guy. It's not like an experience. It means more experience. Anyway, yeah. Where do you want? And he holds you like someone is giving you a baby and you don't know how to hold it. That's how I'm holding it. Where do you want to go?
Wherever you need me.
Well, I don't really need, like I said, these are our friends. We don't really need anything right now in the pokey department.
Well,
So, like, can you, like, go to sleep
Yes.
or, like, read a book or something?
I will go and be quiet. I will just keep an eye out and let you know if I hear anything or see anything that could be a threat.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back. You're gonna go. You can go back here now, okay?
Okay.
Melon.
Was that all Bodie just speaking out loud? to
The
himself?
last section, yes. That was Bodie dealing with that without you all hearing any of it from Cork.
Except that Bodie was talking out loud and the response was in his head.
Probably.
Well, Bodie,
No.
he seems nice.
It's kind of weird, man. I feel like I don't know. I got a roommate. I didn't really ask for. I mean, but it's probably helpful, and he seems like a nice guy. So I mean, like, I don't know. I'll smoke about it.
Is he going to be warning you about every dragonfly and walking flower he sees?
Only those that are threats to my wielder.
Maybe we should define threat, like permanently.
Is it emotional threat or physical threat? Because I think all of us are emotional threats to each other.
Ah, I knew it! They are all here to hurt you, Master. You heard it. He said it himself. They are all threats to you. Run! Run, Master!
Yeah, I walked into that one.
No, that's not a thing I do in general running. So we're just gonna chill right here because they get us anyway, man. And like I said, and say it with me, they are our friends. They
They
are
might be
our
our
friends.
friends who might still cause emotional threats, according to one of them.
Are you really ever truly someone's friend if you don't do that?
Friends cause friends emotional damage.
Otto, have I ever caused you emotional damage?
I was gonna swing
I
up
mean-
and get really close up into Gromp's face. We all heard it last night, the emotional damage that was occurring. I couldn't sleep because of the emotional damage that was happening at the porch right below our fucking room.
I slept
I think
through
you
it.
answered your own question there, Gromp.
All right, let's go on. Let's move on to where we gotta go. Yeah.
Yep, follow
Yeah.
me.
All right. So you all push forward. Cork goes quiet, as you requested, for a little bit. You all walk. The Shroudwood is under a day's walk, but it is still a decent walk away. But luckily, it's a beautiful walk. Like I said, beautiful rolling green fields, beds of flowers, some normal size, some enormous, that you have to push through almost like shrubs and trees, but they're just tall sunflowers and beautiful bouquets just everywhere.
Bodie, don't step on that. You might cause another fight.
Yeah, there's no fucking way I'm ever gonna step on it. And he puts his arms out and he goes extra wide around it. See? Completely out of range.
You all climb up a small, moss-covered hill and get a little bit of a view to the east. And you see that you've made progress. You look back the way you came and you can see the distant smoke rising from fireplaces and chimneys of Vale Crossing. While off ahead to the east, you can see the darker, large, wooded section that must be the Shroudwood. You feel like you're about halfway in between right now. Could all of you make me perception checks as you're up here?
16.
Very nice.
22.
18.
Damn, y'all.
Natural 1.
Ooh. Had to happen to someone.
23.
There you go.
13.
All right. Those of you who beat a 15 see in the field between you and those woods, you see in this large open field a familiar phenomenon. A rippling tear in space and time. You can see as the visuals around this are warped, almost being distorted through, basically it looks like a gravitational pull as the light that comes near this black tear in space is warped by its presence. It's still some way off in the distance. It's not right next to you. But those of you who are able to see it, you actually catch it as it basically opens and starts to grow. Slowly. But it begins to spread like ink or oil on top of water.
Shit, guys. This is the same thing as last time. Weird portal, evil kids. Fuck. Bad problem. Find the thing that keeps it open and throw it in.
What keeps it open?
Yeah, I mean,
something that doesn't seem to be belongs.
I don't know if it's kids again. That was so much fun.
Melon, run. Let's go.
I think we're gonna start sprinting towards it.
Yeah,
Towards it. Whoa.
Master,
Why don't we just
do not go
walk
that way.
around it?
I'll probably leave Clapper Claw down so he can stay in a safe area.
You should listen to the tall, fuzzy one, Master. There is danger there.
it's okay. We can handle danger. You and I, we got danger. Make it fun, my guy. Come on, we got this.
Danger, fun.
Quark sounds very confused in your head. But you all start taking off down the hill, the momentum of running downhill speeding you up, your feet just flying underneath you. And eventually, you close the distance between you and this rippling black tear in space. So before we get there, was anyone doing anything on the way there? As you're running.
My war hammer and prepping it like a baseball bat.
Got it. Ty?
Kai's gonna try to make any sort of investigation or perception checks to see if he can find something like he did last time that might be around that's tethering it down.
Got it. So
It was like the weird stick or something last time.
So go ahead, and this isn't saying you'll be able to do until you get close enough to see anything, obviously, but go ahead and make me a perception check in anticipation of that. Anyone else doing anything as you're running down here? Otto.
Honestly, I would have been doing the same thing as Kai, looking to see if there's a tether, and honestly, anything that walks out of that portal, I'm hitting in the face. I'm just going to shoot automatically.
Got it. So just getting your bow out, looking around, getting something knocked, getting ready.
Pretty much.
One other thing. As I'm probably getting Wraught down off my shoulder a little further back, Wraught, your skin is starting to feel a little harder than usual. You got bark skin.
Hey.
Your AC is 16 now.
That's pretty good for a sorcerer.
Bark skin is dope.
And as she kind of touches down and starts running alongside you in her little weird trotting motion, I'm gonna reach into like my mouth, like all the way into my mouth, and grab something down there. And she pulls a whip of flame out of her mouth, and it drags behind her as she starts pouring down the hill.
Okay, that description is way too cool. So, 2 luck points. Bodie, Gromp, either of you doing anything on the way down?
I'm just walking towards the back because I do not want to run towards it. Think it's better just to go around, but you know. Democracy.
Bodie?
If it kills the town, we can't go shopping.
And you won't have an audience.
Bodie is just gonna trudge on towards it, like, and during, okay, Corey, I just wondering, how do you define danger? And he's just gonna try to get into like a philosophical conversation with this newfound black back friend.
Many things can be dangerous. Even little things that you don't expect might be a problem. Even a misplaced chair, if it is too dark in the room, could be danger. If you have stubbed your toe like my old master has, you know how painful that can be.
He has a very broad definition of danger.
And as fast as he can, he's going to explain to him, okay, my guy, we gotta redefine this for our current relationship, because it's a very different definition on this end. A little background on yours truly is that I used to be a long-time pit fighter, so I'm used to getting into fights, scuffles, and other shenanigans that involve hand-to-hand combat or otherwise improvised weaponry. So you're gonna have to slow your roll until I say so.
I am sorry, Master. I cannot do that. It is better to be safe than sorry. If I do not watch your back, who will? Certainly not any of these friends who will hurt you emotionally.
We'll talk about it later.
All right.
We'll put a pin in this.
You continue to run. Eventually, the 8 of you, if we count our interesting NPC hangers-on, make your way closer to this portal. Just like last time, depending on your angle, it almost ceases to exist. It's two-dimensional almost, so that you can't even see it from certain perspectives. Like it is as thin as a blade. But then, as you come around it, you can see not only this tear, which is now about 8 feet tall and about 3.5 feet wide. And like I said, it is like a tear in space, and the light from around it is bending into it, and the light from here in the Fields of Spring seems to be in thin gossamer tendrils being pulled into the portal, while other things, darker light, seems to be coming out of it. And as you get closer, and you're still about 100 feet away, but you're able to actually see into the portal a little bit. Kai, being the person who took off first and described the previous portal, and the person who was, along with Otto, the two of you most actively keeping your eyes open looking for details, the two of you see into the portal first. And you realize it is not leading to the same place as the previous one. It is another dark realm, but it's not the same one. Through the previous one where you saw demented playgrounds with haunted, terrifying children being pursued and egged on by demented parents. Through this portal, you see a village choked on thick, sparkling smog. You see a sludge-filled river that burps these bubbles that burst into colored flame. It is an arcane industrial hellscape through this portal. But all of those things get blocked for a moment as several robed figures start to approach the portal from the opposite side and start to move towards it. The figures that you see, 1 second, Sarah. The figures that you see, you can make out certain details before they even cross the threshold. First, as I said, they're all humanoid, and they are robed. But there's something wrong with each one of the three that you see. One of them, the one in the center, has overly large eyes for its skull, and the eyes look like swirling, whirling galaxies. The second one, to that figure's left, the face looks like it got frozen part way into polymorphing into a bird. And the third, on the opposite side, where its right arm should be, bursts a bouquet of tentacles. There are also 4 small shapes in front of the robed figures that look like nightmarish felines. Ears long and sharp as knives, and a maw that sprouts 100 maybe needle-like teeth that go off in all directions like a porcupine. And as they start to approach the threshold, one question, but everyone can go ahead and roll initiative while I ask it. Kieren, what did you get on that perception check?
You can see it on D&D Beyond. It was a 23.
Heck yeah. Noted. Right now, at this very instant, you don't see anything lying around. But I'm going to make the assumption that you're going to continue looking for it. So for right now, let's roll initiative, kids, and let's get that initiative order noted. So that's for them, and that's for them. 1 second, let me get my notes, and then I'll catch up with everyone here. Ooh, they have a good dex. Alright, did anyone beat a 20? Got 2. Kieren and Otto, what'd you get?
23.
21.
Very nice.
Yeah, initiative.
How about 20 to 15?
17.
15 to 10?
13.
What's your dexterity? Because you tied with someone.
2. Oh no, my dexterity is 2. It's a 14.
14. So let's do a quick rollies because you're still just tied. So just a quick flat d20 roll.
7.
All right, 17 for them, so you will go after them.
I was actually going to volunteer to go after.
Oh,
anyways.
cool. Well then, Gromp and Bodie, what did you two get?
9.
5.
All right. Well then, just to give you all, since we're using theater of the mind here, just to give you a basic distance and layout. In terms of what's around you, wide open fields. Occasional larger bushes that might be able to be used as minimal cover, tall grass. But in terms of obstruction, this is a wide open field for the most part. And you all are about 80 feet away from the portal. The things inside of it haven't crossed through yet. However, they are close enough that surely as soon as it's their initiative, they will. So, with that scene painted, the order is Otto, followed by Kai, followed by Wraught. Those are our first 3. So Otto, you're up.
Cool. Pop in Hunter's Mark on the Mr. Big-Eyed one.
Okay.
All right. And going to draw a longbow. And fucking shit. Goddamn D4 my fucking hand.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Fucking damn it. 18 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. God damn it. All right.
You all right there, buddy?
Yeah. All right. So, 6 plus 3 for longbow damage is 9.
9 damage. Okay.
5 for hunter's mark. 9 plus 5, and then 4 on dreadful strikes. So 9, 5, and 4.
18 total damage as you send this through the portal. I will say that as it enters into the portal, it seems like it almost hits water and slows slightly. It still impacts into, and you can see through the robe that the figure with the galaxy eyes is bleeding from where it impacted, so you know it did damage. But you're also you know your shots well enough to know that shooting through the portal is probably going to do less damage just because of passing through. But you still hit, still did damage.
All right, it bleeds so we can kill it. We're gonna have to back up and let him go through. At least we want to do anything damage. Kai, can you find that damn thing or what?
Working on it.
All right. Speaking of,
We're gonna back up.
as you step back, Kieren, you're up. Wraught is on deck.
Kai's gonna just be trying to like skirt around the portal because the last item that they saw was kind of like off to the side, like what 20, 30 feet away or so, just to be able to get a lay of things that might be around. But he would like to ready his attacks though, so he's just going to be using that perception check to be running through, but if something gets close to him, he'd like to stab a bitch.
Okay, so you're readying an attack to stab if something gets within range, but you're spending your primary energy looking for what might be an anchor. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's not getting close enough to the portal to try to stab through the ichor.
Okay.
That's bad news bears for him.
Makes total sense. In that case, go ahead and make me your choice, either another perception check or an investigation check.
$14 for this time.
14. There's a lot of tall grass around here. I will say, however, that with your previous perception check, that at least helped you narrow down where it wasn't. And your instincts to circle around definitely feel right, because you didn't see it on the other side of the portal. So you're starting to focus your energy where you hadn't looked.
And Kai will call that out to the rest of the group that whatever the thing is probably on the other side of the portal. He's going to keep looking for it.
Oh.
And if something looks out of place, feels wrong, chuck it back into the portal.
Love it. Love it. Then Wraught is up. The next PC will be Melon.
Okay, hearing this from Kai, Wraught, who is, she loves to fight but doesn't like getting hit, I think is going to take what Kai said into account, and I'm going to use my action to dash to cover more ground. I've got 30 speed, so I can get up to 60 feet. And as I run, she's kind of like hopping, and then she'd spread her wings and glide a little bit to go even faster. Can I be making Arcana checks as I dash to pick up any kind of magical resonance from this thing?
So I love what you're going for. However, Arcana is knowledge of the arcane. It's not the ability to see magical auras. That's detect magic.
In that case,
so I'll give you
use investigation?
I was going to say, I'll either let you make a investigation/perception, or you could cast something like detect magic to try to accomplish what you were talking about. Okay, well then let's do either investigation or perception.
Only a 9.
A 9?
But I'd like to try to cover a little bit more ground while staying out of range of any kind of physical attacks.
Okay, so you dash around the direction that Kai is going, so the two of you start to circle around the portal, start to try to cover that area looking for things, and that, if that's the end of your turn, will bring up the robed figures. One of them... So there's a fun little thing here. Could someone here roll me a d10?
On it.
Just so that it's someone else other than me.
3.
Okay, noted. The first of these figures, the one with the tentacles for arms, floating on top of the tentacles as he starts to glide forward, is this small mote of flame. And as soon as he steps through the portal and drops down onto the grass with barely a whisper, it blows the mote of flame, and it rushes towards Otto, Melon, Bodie, and Gromp. Fireball. I need the 4 of you to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Nine.
9 is a fail. Nat 1 is a fail.
13 is probably a fail.
13 is a pass.
Yeah.
It is meat to beat.
I rolled a nat 20, that makes it 25.
There we go, nat 20. All right.
Are you sure that was coming at Gromp, by the way? Just with him being not approaching?
Well, you said you were hanging a little bit back. It's still a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah.
So, those of you that failed, that is 28 fire damage.
Gromp's dead.
You're down?
14 to those who pass.
We're
I'm
not
guessing.
high enough level to have 28 HP.
All right. Bodie, you up or down?
4 HP left.
4 HP left. And as this detonates, as the fire clears, Otto and Melon go rolling, though there's a little bit of them that has caught fire. Bodie, you hear in your head, "Master, are you okay?" And as the fire compresses once again, Gromp is on the ground. The next two step forward, and each one of them steps out of the portal and turns, and each one of them casts magic missile, directing all 3 at each one of you. 3 at Wraught, 3 at Kai. They auto hit. The ones at Kai deal a total of 9 damage. The ones at Wraught deal a total of 6 damage.
Hellish Rebuke.
Nice. Do I have to roll for that? I can never remember.
No, it's a reaction that I take in response to... it's a dexterity saving throw.
There we go. 14.
I think that passes.
It might. It might just fail.
But you
I'm
take
not
half
sure.
as much.
Okay.
Let me double check real quick. Sorry.
Yep, just double check for me. And let me know.
Yes, it does pass, but it takes half damage.
Okay. So what's the total that it takes then?
Takes 8 damage of fire.
That was half? Damn!
That was half. It's 2d10.
Well, in that case, as the one with the galaxy eyes stepped forward and cast this, and you get impacted, but you send this gout of fire back at it, it collapses and the robe simply begins to burn, and this black smoke with a little bit of rainbow sparkles rising up in it comes from it as it begins to disintegrate into ash. That one is dead.
No one touches me!
Now comes these 4 horrifying little feline monstrosities. I mean, they might be female too.
Hey, don't.
They might be female too. I didn't get in there and check. These female feline monstrosities come prowling. And when I say tiny, they are cat-sized. But a lot of the elements of them are not cat-sized. Their ears far too long. Their teeth far too many, far too sharp, far too long. They are nightmares on legs. And they are going to... 1, 2, 3, 4... 2 are coming to Melon. 1 at Otto, 1 at Bodie, because they are not that intelligent. Actually, they're not unintelligent.
How far away is this all?
Oh, actually, that's true. You all were still far enough back. They probably can't make it to you. Nope.
I think it was 90 feet last
You were
I
80
checked.
feet. And so these 4 things come out of the portal and use their action to dash towards you all. Can't make it to you, though. But they begin dashing your way. That is going to be the end of their go. That brings Melon up.
I'm probably gonna get over to Gromp, smack his face, while inadvertently using a Cure Wounds.
Ooh, interesting. So they moved to you. That got within 20 feet. One of them is going to use their reaction. As you cast that, go ahead and resolve that.
Yeah. 16, Gromp.
16. Very nice. So Gromp heals 16. You are conscious, but you are still prone. Could Gromp, Bodie, Otto, and Melon, as Melon casts this, one of these small cat creatures lets out a little feline sneeze, and there is a blast of force energy 30 feet around this thing. So could the 4 of you please make me Constitution saving throws? It's not a high DC.
5.
Fail.
I must
Wait,
have
I'm
said,
sorry. What saving throw?
Constitution, please.
That's what I thought.
Also, would interception fighting help negate any?
Not on this. That's only
Okay.
direct attacks.
Okay, so I wouldn't have even worked on the fireball.
No, unfortunately.
Okay,
Great
I
question,
need to
though.
check on that.
Otto?
I rolled another nat 20, and so is 22.
Cool.
I'm just, what? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. The dice tell the story.
I mean, it happens.
Hey,
Otto,
dice,
I've
Otto,
rolled-
give me your dice.
I've rolled
you gave them to me.
Gromp,
16.
pass. Bodie?
I've been tragically rolling in D&D Beyond, and it is a 6.
Luckily, I rolled minimum damage, so Melon and Bodie, you take 1 force damage. It was 1d6. It's not big. But those of you who passed take nothing. But Gromp, you heal, so that's great. That was Melon's go. Was there anything else from Melon? Gromp is
Would
on
I
deck
still
and
get a
Bodie's
bonus
next.
action healing word?
It's 2 leveled spells.
Yeah, okay, I can't do that then.
Mm.
Ooh, do I have a bonus action? No, I don't.
Yeah. All right. Well, then that is Melon's go. Gromp, you're up. Bodie's on deck. Otto is next.
While laying down, I'm gonna turn and look at Wraught. Yeah, no, totally approaching. Yeah, you're far away. Approaching was a good idea, Wraught. And I'll wink and give her bardic inspiration.
All right. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Wraught. Always good. What about action or
And-
movement?
And I'm going to, standing up is an action, correct?
Just half your movement.
Okay, I'll stand up and I will look at the robed with the eyes that's got hit. No.
Eyes is dead. Now you still have left the one with the tentacles for arms and the partially bird face.
I'm gonna look at the bird face and say, while I pull out my ukulele type instrument, say, wouldn't you like to join our side? The fun side, as I start to sing and cast suggestion.
Cast suggestion. Okay. Could you, as you cast it, roll me a d10 really quick?
One.
Could you roll me a d20?
Well,
Noted. Okay, so you cast suggestion.
wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. One sec. With a 4 on the die, I'm guessing that's going to be a fail. What is...
That is a fail.
And were you targeting tentacle arms or bird face?
Bird face.
Bird face.
To fight for us.
Okay. So let me look up the exact wording of what suggestion can do. It must make it sound reasonable. How are you going to make fighting for you and against its friends sound reasonable?
Well, I'm saying that we're the much more enjoyable side, and you're gonna have a much better time with us. A better life. We have better food. We have better friends. We have the goddamn monarch on our side. So, and I got songs, and I'm singing this all in a song.
That's a toughie. But
Capitalism versus friends.
Yeah, no. If you don't think my singing's good,
no,
that's fine.
it's more just it has to sound reasonable, and
We have
attacking
healthcare.
a second level spell making
don't
you
even have
attack.
dental. Can he maybe suggest they just sit down and watch?
That
Can
definitely.
well, no. I want them to join our party.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to then let it make that save at advantage. If it fails again, it'll do it. Failed again. So, on its turn. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. But there are two things that happen. So, really quick, I need to roll this d6. Ah! Fantastic. The first thing that happens as you cast this spell, all of you, Gromp, you don't notice this. However, Bodie, Otto, Melon, the three of you notice. Gromp, what is Gromp currently thinking?
I'm thinking that people haven't been that impressed with my singing, and I'm really hoping Birdface is impressed with my singing and will join us.
You all hear that in your heads as if you had cast Detect Thoughts on Gromp. He is broadcasting his thoughts at the moment. The second thing that happens is one of the strange feline creatures, as you cast this spell, explodes. And as the flesh dust dissipates, it is replaced with 8 slightly smaller versions of the same thing that are just swarming on top of each other. So that is a swarm. That's fun. All right, that is Gromp's go. Bodie is up. Otto is on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop off that dear second wind and heal 1d10.
Probably smart.
And then is anything even within 60 feet of me?
Yes, those feline creatures are.
Okay. How
All of
close
them.
are they?
About 20 feet away.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just go over there and I'll just go. I'll just hit it with my sword.
Just gonna attack one of them? Or
My sword guy.
so you got 3 slightly bigger ones, and then you got a swarm of slightly smaller ones. Are you going for one of the slightly bigger ones, or are you going for the swarm?
Bodie would go for what he thinks is the biggest threat, which is probably like the largest one.
Okay.
Master, be careful! That swarm of them, they are up to something.
Yeah, that's about to be a bad time, but in just like a second or two, I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that too. I think we should go this way first. And I wanna.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack one. They are going to be quite easy for you to hit. And what weapon are you
It's
using?
my first time with my sword, with Cork.
All right. Roll to hit. And that is a +1 longsword.
Yeah. 20.
That will certainly hit. That filthy little 20 will hit.
And I'm holding it with both hands if possible, but I didn't say that beforehand.
Do you have your shield? Do you have a shield equipped?
Hold on. Well, I have it, but I don't know why it's not equipped. But no,
your
it's
shield?
not equipped right now.
Well,
Yeah.
then you can do it two-handed. That's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Because you
Cool.
can't use a
Uh,
longsword two-handed if you currently
okay.
have a shield equipped.
Okay, well, if I had had it equipped, I wouldn't have just got rocked. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So we just got hit it. We just got hit it.
Okay, so what's the damage?
The damage is the 1d10. That sorry, it's my first time using.
Oh, you're good.
The sword.
It's the 1d10 plus
is the-
5.
Got it. Thank you so much. We're looking at a 10.
Which is exactly how much you needed to kill this. So could you just describe quickly dispensing of this?
He pulls the sword out and he said, "Okay, man, we're just gonna work together on this. Let's eliminate this incoming danger." And he's just gonna fling himself at this. He's used to closer combat, so he's gonna have to learn.
And like a sharp blade cutting through silk, this creature just parts underneath Cork's blade. And in your head,
You will not hurt my master!
Hell yeah, man.
is that the end of your go?
That is it.
Otto is up. We still have 6 targets remaining. There's the swarm. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 targets. There's the swarm, the 2 remaining of the slightly larger felines, and the 2 robed figures.
Since the creature that was dead, the eyeball is dead, so I'm gonna see the one that dropped Gromp.
Mm-hmm.
The hunter's mark is gonna turn red and focus in on that one,
Okay.
and we are going to roll the hit. Is there any creatures in front of me, by the way?
Like, within melee range?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. That's for follow up in my brain. All right. 14 plus 7
That'll hit.
hits, and we got out the gate 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 3 9 10 11.
11 damage as you shoot at the one with the tentacles for arms, right into the tentacle arms, and it lets out a not a normal sound in response.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call out because Otto watched Gromp do a spell, and watched who else did magic. Melon did magic. Okay, and then explosions happened. Otto's gonna call out, "Hey, don't do spells around the cats." That makes them go boom. And back up further to be out of spell range and be able to still hit.
Got it.
Running.
All right, you use your full movement to back up another 30 feet. Kieren, at the start of your turn, before any actions, roll me a d20 one more time.
Not 20.
Perfect. In the tall grass, you see a section of it that seems to have been pressed down by something.
I would like to go to it.
As you run over that way, it will take a
How far away was it
dash.
again?
Huh?
How far away was it again?
It'll take, you're pretty fast, but it's about 50 feet away.
Yeah, I've got 45 feet for movement speed because I took mobile.
45. It's 45 feet. That's 50 feet, 45. You are able to, and you slide next to it and see what it is that's causing this depression in the ground, hoping it's not just some random rock that you just dashed over to. And what you see looks like a cat's foot. Well, cat's lower arm.
I'm going to pick it up. And so, did I not have to use dash as an action because
You
it was
did
45
not.
feet away? Cool. I'm going to use my bonus action to further dash to get back to the portal, and use my action to try to throw it in.
So with how far you got, because you needed to move 45, you would need to use...
Yeah, 45 is my normal movement speed, so
right.
I haven't had to do anything.
So you would need to use a dash to get back to where you were, and you'd already started running around the portal last time. So what I would say is if you use all... You have two choices here. You can either use all 3 possible movement sources, being a rogue, bonus action, action, movement, to get at an angle where next round you can throw it through. Or you can get close and still have your action to do something else this turn. And either way, you'd still be able to get there next turn with your movement.
Am I able to throw a dagger?
If you have a dagger to throw, absolutely.
I do. Can I put the dagger through the cat's paw to try to throw it through the portal? Or even on like a bow, because I have a crossbow.
So yes, you can do any of those things, but you would not... What I'm trying to say is you wouldn't be able to be at an angle, because the portal's kind of a one-way thing. Like, if you're looking...
So I can't go to behind it?
Right.
Like,
if you're looking at it from the back, you don't see through the same way, so you have to run back around to the front. So you can do that, but no matter what you do, just distance-wise, you won't be able to throw it through until next turn, or unless you passed it to someone else who was in line of sight to currently do it now.
Can I attack somebody?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! So I'm gonna dash to get close there and try to stab Mr. Eyeball.
Eyeball's dead. You can stab him again. But we have bird face, tentacle arm, and cats.
I'll go for...
Like all these nicknames we use, crew.
Tentacle arms, and I'm gonna try to use sneak attack because none of my allies are within 5 feet.
Okay, yeah. Tentacle arm, let's go.
I take it a 9 does not hit.
A 9 will miss. These are low-level enemies, but they're not that low-level.
Then I'll attack again, because I get 2 up in fighting.
Didn't you use your bonus action to dash?
Oh, wait, that is a bonus action. You're right. But I can still back up. Can I back up at all?
You used your movement to get the 45 feet. You then used bonus action dash to get back to there. So I think you're out of movement.
I'm just making sure there's nothing else for Swashbuckler that is in that. Okay, it's just like they can't get any opportunity attacks against me at any point, even if I didn't hit them. So, but whatever.
Noted. Well then, that was Otto, that was Kai. Wraught, you are up. Melon is the next PC on deck.
Can I use my bonus action to make... watching these cats explode, I think. Is it magic that's setting them off, or damage?
Make me...
Or like a cat
Just make
choice.
me a straight intelligence check. To process what your eyes have seen and make connections.
18 on the dice for 21.
So you've only seen one explode. And that happened when you didn't notice it take damage. It just correlated in terms of
So
time.
it's a cat choice. I think I'm going to ignore what Otto said in that case. Just because Otto's like, magic setting it off. So what Wraught thinks is going on is that the cats are making the choice to go off like little tiny bombs. And I think she's going to reach out and she twists her hand with a piece of vine clutched in it that she just picked up somewhere. And I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom.
That's really good.
Because I'm pretty sure all of the cats ran forward in a little pack.
Yep.
And she's going to get, because it's any creature I choose in a 10-foot sphere, so it can go on around my allies. Mm-hmm. And she twists her hand, and all of the vegetation and everything in it dies immediately. And
cool.
All of the cats have to take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 1 second. And okay, it's a save. All right. First one. Second one cocked. Also, the two that failed both rolled 2s on their die. So the 2 larger remaining felines fail. However, the swarm of smaller ones is entirely unimpacted. Well, they save, rather.
They'll still take half damage.
Yes. So they automatically succeed that. Meanwhile, that one. Okay. One of the 2 larger cats explodes and reforms into another small swarm of these things. However, go ahead and roll that damage so that we can deal with half damage for everything else.
It was 10 damage with 5 as half of necrotic.
Oh, shit, 10 damage? All right, so as one explodes and reforms into these smaller versions of itself, the other larger one just flat out dies because 10 is exactly how many hit points it had. So the situation...
And it's going to affect the little ones too. And in addition, I'm going to trace her eyes, which lead little yellow trails behind them as she swaps her focus. And I'm going to look at Bodie. And Bodie, you feel like all of the plant death that just happened around you and the death of these cats seep into your body. And you can roll 1 of your hit dice and take that back plus my spellcasting modifier in health.
Buddy cries.
That's huge.
Which is whatever you roll on, your that plus 3.
I'm sorry, what was the dice?
Your hit dice.
Roll.
It's a hit dice.
Thank you.
Plus 3, because it's my spellcasting modifier.
You're the best. Thank you so much.
I'm killing plants to save friends.
Yeah.
And your hit dice as a fighter is a d10.
It is a nasty feeling heal. It's not a pure holy heal. It's something died so I can live heal.
Oh yeah, he balls he balls immediately.
What's the total healing?
Oh, I'm sorry. 8.
8 healing. And as Bodie starts to cry,
Master, what is wrong? Did one of your friends deal emotional damage to you?
No, man, I did emotional damage to myself. I'm just really sad.
okay. At the end of Wraught's turn, that brings up the mages, one of whom wants to fight on your side. Okay, this is going to be hell. Okay. The first one goes, the bird-faced one that Gromp has coerced to fight on your side. Magic missile at the 2nd level against the other mage. So sends 4 bolts of force energy flying towards its friend, who's only about 10 feet away. His friend looks over and raises an arcane shield in response as the 4 impact into the shield, not getting through. However, I have to roll a few things. God damn. Okay. Could someone roll me a d20 really quick?
On it. 3.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what goes down is there is this exact same exchange on both sides as magic missile shield, and they just start focusing their energies entirely on each other. As they're casting spells, those of you with arcane awareness notice that there's something strange about their spells. It's almost like electricity that's on the fritz, where it just... And as the one that Gromp has charmed casts shield on itself, and the 4 magic missiles from its friend get absorbed, the shield that it created flickers and drops. And there is a rumbling of earth beneath all of your feet. The two look at each other as this is happening and step back into the portal. That is the end of their go, as they didn't do anything to you or each other, but the ground around you all big rumbles. You have to loosen your knees just to be able to adjust to the trembling earth beneath you to not fall. That brings up the two swarms of tiny cat creatures who are going to continue bounding forward and finally get to make some attacks. I'm going to say, Otto, you got too far away because you stepped back. This is going to be... Bodie is definitely one, and then we're rolling randomly between Gromp and Melon.
We're both really close next to each other because I had to touch.
That's why they're rolling randomly. All right, so one of the groups is going to attack Melon, one is going to attack Bodie. The one coming on Bodie is a 13 to hit, which I know will miss because you're a turtle. The one on Melon is a 10 to hit, which will also miss. So the two of you are just surrounded by like 6 each of these even smaller versions of these demonic, horrifying looking feline creatures. Needles for teeth, and genuinely like 30 of them just sticking out like it ate a porcupine. That is the end of their go. Melon, you are up.
All right, so Kai has the paw. Kai is already kind of close to the portal. I got these guys. I know how to do one thing. Let's do a nice low sweep with my warhammer, like a golf club.
Yep. Roll to golf.
9.
9 will barely miss, but will miss nonetheless.
Guys, we
Can
suck.
I pump in 2 of my points?
11 will miss. Barely, but it'll miss.
You okay?
So they just kind of part around your golf club swing and then reform. Swarms are tough to hit. But you give a good driving swing. Anything for movement or bonus action?
I'm surrounded.
It's true.
I'm not going anywhere.
All right.
I don't think I could.
Then Gromp is up and Bodie is on deck.
Seeing that Kai is...
Really quick, before you say that, I apologize. One thing that you all notice, the ground around you is indeed shaking. Those of you who can see through the portal, it looks like the ground there is also shaking, but even more intensely.
Someone take this fucking paw from me.
Now, Gromp, you are up.
We'll run up to Kai, take the paw, and toss it in.
Yeah, that's legit. Well, you were way back, and Kai is near the portal, and you specifically
Kai
said
is
you were quite
I'm
farther
in the
back.
for sure.
So you're about 70 or so feet from Kai.
Okay. Let me see what I can do here.
If you dashed, you might be able to make it.
Could make it, but then wouldn't have the action to throw it. So you'd end up in a similar situation.
Could you
where
use a
Kai
bonus
currently
action
is.
for object interaction,
I got
though?
it. I'm going... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make my way towards Kai, seeing what Kai is trying to do, and casting Bardic Inspiration to
Okay.
Kai. I get 20 feet closer, so I'm about 50 feet away at this point. Is that right?
Yeah.
I have one dagger that I have on me. I'm going to say, Kai, get ready. And I'm going to try to throw the dagger and hit it out of Kai's hand into the portal since he's in front of the portal.
Okay. So the way,
like when someone throws a dart at something and it catches it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh, I know what you're saying. I also know this is going to be a very, very high roll to accomplish. You can certainly try, though.
I believe in myself. Watch out, Kai! Don't get hit by this.
This is such a circus trick. I love it. All right.
Bonus advantage because it's a circus trick.
It's a really cool description. I'll give you advantage. Why not? It's fun. It's wild beyond the witchlight.
See, kids, learning things from the circus do matter.
Am I able to contribute this as like the holding party?
You haven't gotten to take an action, so really you're just kind of like,
What is this?
So the roll this is going to be is a d20 plus your dexterity bonus. And you are making a ranged attack is with a dagger, so it would also be plus your proficiency modifier. So it's a ranged attack.
15.
15?
I'll make it 18 with all my luck points, but you know.
I'll add 2 of mine to make it a 19.
And I'll add 2 of mine to make it a 20.
Okay. So, here's what happens. We see this in bullet time. We see as Gromp tells Kai to raise this mangled cat's paw. We see as Kai does. We see as Gromp rears back and releases this knife as it flies through the air. The camera cuts to the portal. We see the 2 robed figures who just stepped through step to the side and therefore out of view of the portal. And we see as from the concrete street leading towards the portal, in the background, the huge plumes of acrid industrial smoke, the boiling, roiling river behind, and we watch as the street, just 20 feet or so into the portal, erupts as bursting forth from under the ground and beginning to push its way towards the portal, a huge creature. A young, but still very large creature with a single round, large maw, worm-like body, purple, glistening, mucousy skin, begins to crash onto the ground and slither its way towards the portal. The knife through the air catches the paw that Kieren had outstretched, piercing straight through it and flying through the portal. And as this creature was approaching, we have just enough time to see as it closes its 8-foot across maw around this knife with a paw on it. And as it does, as it crosses the threshold of the portal snaps shut. And where the portal was, there's nothing. Just grass. And a knife with a paw pierced through it, just stuck into the ground right where the portal was.
Hey, Gromp.
Hey.
You can be the rogue now, and I'll be the bard.
Yeah, well, you know, old circus trick. We all had to learn how to do it.
Just take the compliment, my dude.
Thanks. And look at that free dagger. I'll go grab the dagger with the paw on it and just shake the paw off.
Aren't there still the swarms?
Yes, they are still there. However, the swarms themselves are not incredibly challenging for 6 of you. So, you quickly mop up these remainders. Very clearly, the major threat that was, oh, so barely avoided is indeed avoided. But with a few more golf swings, a few more overly vigilant slices from cork, you manage to dispense of these things. One thing that you do find, though, while dispensing of these is, Wraught, when you just casually toss a cantrip at these swarms, it, at one point, like you just throw a firebolt, and it starts to bounce back your way as you threw it, and you have to dodge. So you leave the mopping up of these to the non-magic users, which only takes a few minutes, and you, I will say, Melon, Bodie, each of you take 1 hit point more damage as you get a few cat scratches while cleaning up these remaining members of this assault.
Can I take the cat's paw that Gromp shook off the knife?
Mm-hmm.
And while they're playing with kitties in the background, I'd like to sit on. I didn't say it. Sit on my ass in kind of the scorched out circle of dead, leaves and everything that I caused, and observe it. Because I didn't get to look at the stick. But I do get to look at this. I want to see if there's any sigils on it. I want to see if there's any kind of arcane aura about it. I need to observe.
Make me an Arcana check. And as you're doing this, as the other 5 of you and Clapperclaw regroup, the birds around you start singing again that had gone quiet, and you all have a quick moment of realization and processing of how close you were to that thing coming here, to this peaceful field in the Feywild, where right now all is well and good. Had you delayed a few seconds longer, this calm, peaceful spring day could have been turned into a churning nightmare. Wraught, what did you get on your Arcana check?
18 on the dice for a 23.
There are sigils that have been carved into this leg, cut into it. With a 23, I'll also give you can tell it was done after the leg was cut off, just based off of the lack of clotting and all of that, the way that the cuts look. And there is, though you can't, actually, with a 23, I'll even let you do that. It seems like this leg has been transformed into a single-use magical item. And if your understanding of the arcane sigils on it are correct, it seems to be a single use of the spell Dominate Person. So you now have that.
But there's nothing about it that might imply it might be a plane shift item. What I'd like to do is sniff at it and taste it just a little bit, because it's something else. I want to be able. The goal I have, not just to keep this paw, is to be able to get a read on anything that might resemble it in the future. If I have this paw and I understand, can I find more things like this?
Even with a 23, you don't find anything like that. Anything that has to do with the planes or interdimensional travel or anything like that. How this anchoring system works, what makes certain items the anchor, that you're not able to discern. Okay?
I think that's going to frustrate her a lot. And she's going to kind of snap and snarl over this thing a little bit. And then very irritably tuck it into her little pouch of wonders that she has with her.
Has the spell for dominate person already been used?
On that?
Yes.
That items?
Didn't get used on Kai, for example, when he picked it up.
No. So this is kind of out of character because Kai wouldn't know this, but just being clearer for you all, it's kind of like a scroll or a one charge staff. It's not a if you touch it, it's not a trap style thing.
Because I was gonna be like, I hate advantage against spells like that.
Oh no, you would have been getting some DMs from me if it would have been you getting dominated.
Don't worry, I'm using it on Gromp to make him a better husband.
But so after you focus on this and the group comes together for a second, and you once again are in this peaceful field, just a few hours travel from the woods. Let's take a really quick break so people can go to the bathroom and all of that. And then let's continue on for just a little bit longer and see what happens. So we will be back here in just about 5 minutes or so, y'all. Don't go anywhere unless it's to go to the bathroom and get a drink, but we will see you soon.
D&D players, does this ever happen to you? Man, I sure love not exploding. Spontaneous human combustion has 200 sided reports, and none of them own Misty Mountain gaming dice, so why risk not having them? With the wide selection of unique and stylish dice, there's absolutely a set that's going to speak to your unique character. I mean, yeah, but what's the big deal? I can get dice anywhere. Uh-oh, 201. But I'm glad you asked. We also carry leather-bound books, leather bags, dice trays, pins, and even miniatures, all with free shipping within the state. Misty Mountain Gaming also supports fantastic charities from the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, the Hospital of St. Jude, and Extra Life Gaming. So not only are you getting sick dice, but you're helping people while you're doing it. Hey, thanks, I just got the Ballad of the Bard dice set. And do you feel like you're gonna explode? Nope. So visit Misty Mountain Gaming today and use code MOSAIC10 to get 10% off at checkout, or check the link in the description.
Yo, J Mosaic, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Damien? Okay, 202.
And we are back. Thank you all for sticking around. We appreciate you being here. Few mid-session... what? Why are we raising
Very
hands?
important. No, Ethan, you're looking especially lovely today.
Take a luck point. No one's gotten it so far.
I didn't forgot.
Yeah. So a couple mid-session announcements. Please do clip your favorite moments if you are rewatching this, or if there are moments you forgot to clip, or if you've already done so, we appreciate you, because like I said in one of my other videos, I go into a sort of fugue state while DMing, and I don't really remember a lot of things. So it's very helpful to be able to rewatch them, because I'm focused on all these things. There are little things that I miss.
You have to deal with us.
Yeah.
And also
And we're
Lauren
already
getting attacked by cats.
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
I have clipped many of those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please check out our Daggerheart stream tomorrow on Thousand Faces TTRPG Twitch, and the second episode of Crimson Tower on Tuesday. And you can also listen to all of those episodes on the Go Buff Yourself podcast if you prefer that over watching it. So that is also an option. So, let's go ahead and jump back in. In the aftermath of this second encounter with one of these rifts, as Wraught was inspecting this anchor, this feline leg, is there anything anyone is wishing to do before picking up and continuing to head towards the Shroudwood?
Probably a little banter with Bodie.
Hit it.
Bodie, did you see how big that thing was?
Holy shit. Do you think you could have ridden it, though?
Oh, I wanted to kill it, eat part of it, and then use it to go fishing. Can you imagine the fish you could catch with a worm that big?
Wait. Dial it back. I am not surprised that the first thing you want to do is eat something,
Yeah.
but that something looks tough. Blech.
It's a worm. They're squishy.
On the inside, I guess, yeah. Okay, that's fair. Hey, I'm not gonna yuck your yum, man.
Also, you good?
Me? Yeah, I don't know. I got I'm kind of a lone wolf kind of guy. And I got this, other than you guys, being my friends and stuff like that, but it's usually me being the lone guy. And now I got this thing that literally depends on me for its joy on my back.
You do not have to worry about being alone again, Master. I will protect you.
So I'm working on that.
I was going to say next time we're near body water, you want to go fishing?
Fuck yeah, I want to go fishing. Wait, can I throw it back?
Why? Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's called catch and release, or you just
Melon,
do
you
for,
threw back the golden goldfish.
for fun, but
That wasn't big enough to eat.
you don't eat it.
Uh,
And then you say, "Bye, guys. Thanks for the ride. Enjoy the rest of your life."
I mean, if it's too small, I guess put back because not big enough to eat.
Okay, I'll just release you when you can't see. Okay, that'll be
Oh, yeah.
super fucking cool, man. Thanks for offering.
I know, I can't imagine how big of a fish you could catch with that worm. It'd be so big.
I don't want to know what that looks like. Do you want to know what that looks like? And it looks at Gromp.
I already know what it looks like.
With a fish that's as big as that worm.
Yeah, well, I haven't personally seen it, but I've heard lots of stories about it, so not really super interested. I already heard about it and learned about it.
Wait, so it's real? And he looks at Melon and he looks back at you. Holy shit! He goes, Melon, it's real.
Melon could have he could have had food for the next 2 years, but
I might actually
unfortunately,
be full.
yeah, Melon, you can try to open the crate. Open the little portal again if you want to. Wraught has the paw.
It was portal magic. I can't do magic.
No, yeah, but okay. We'll just keep an eye out for worms.
Yeah.
So do we have plans on? Should we continue where we were going, or should we look for more portals so I can die more? Or what do you think, Kai?
At this point, man, I feel like we just gotta keep going forward. We find a portal. But wherever we go, trouble's gonna find us. We don't have to go looking for that shit.
Yeah, I agree. And well, yeah, let's go. And I'll just start walking the way that we were heading the first time.
All right. So as you all start to head that way, could everyone please roll me a d20?
Oh, natural one.
Well, then Melon it is. Melon, could you please, you are going to be the lead of this, or you're going to be the follow of this scene. Could you please pick a lead? So that is going to be one other member of your group to have this little interaction with. It can be a PC or an NPC for what it's worth. So it could be Cork or Clapperclaw or any of your party members.
Otto.
Well, before we get to Otto, Melon, could you roll me a D100 twice?
We've got a 51 and a 22.
Well, then Melon, Otto as the lead of this scene, you get to choose between caught red-handed or an inside joke.
Caught red-handed.
Okay. So this scene is between Otto and Melon. Everyone else is still around, but you're simply observing. So it is up to the two of you to interpret that prompt. And before we do, where are the two of you in reference to the rest of your group? Are you leading? Are you trailing behind when this happens?
I'd say probably leading, because it's like, I know the wilderness very well. I know how to get around in the wilds.
Makes sense. And so, Otto, where would you be in relation to Melon?
I would also be up at the front because,
You're very
hey,
perceptive.
a ranger.
That makes sense. Well, in that case, scene is yours.
Melon, can you help me up a little bit so I can sit on your shoulders and be able to look?
Yeah, I literally just hand down like one paw. If you put like the two hands around it, it's like it's the uppies.
All right, thanks.
Man, I should just get like some straps. Just like, okay, just like put a ladder on my back.
Well, there's this thing I used to have, like, I have on Gromp's shoulders. It's like a little bit of a footrest. It's kind of just a strap that's kind of sewn into his clothes. To be honest with you, I came up with it when I was at the when we were at the carnival, and I kept getting stepped on. So I just did that so I could just not get stepped on. Unfortunately, I did kind of have to borrow some equipment to make it at first. It was when I kind of first got there before I knew anybody. Yeah, I kind of got in trouble for stealing the equipment to make it.
Stealing.
Well, I took things that weren't mine, and they were other people's, and kind of wasn't a nice thing to do, but I needed it to get done.
You needed it. That's the answer.
Well, not. I'm learning now that you have to do some bad things to make good things happen. But when I first got there, you kind of gotta follow the rules, and they took me in. The carnival took me in, so it was like stealing from my own home a little bit. So it kind of made me feel bad at one point.
It was your home. It's already yours.
Have you ever gotten in trouble for stealing something?
Probably. I don't know. You'd have to ask Wraught.
Well, I don't think I do. I'd rather hear it from you. I feel like you have a lot of knowledge and life skills that you could share.
I mean,
Pretty
I
smart.
know how to take down big game.
And that's amazing. That's really good.
I mean, if you're looking for social skills, I do not have those.
Well, I heard when we came back to the inn, you were talking to that little girl who could do magic and everything, and you sat through that.
Oh, I didn't talk. I was terrified. I was more spoken at.
But I feel like you have a lot of charisma that you haven't been able to tap into a lot because the whole stoic, brooding, and I'm just going to make the kind of Leonin face of just Leonin vibes you get. You have a big aura, big man. You got a big aura. And that sometimes helps you get through things and whatnot. Your aura and your presence steals people's attentions and their hearts. So there you go.
Oh, I don't know people's attention.
Well, wouldn't it help you get things?
Wraught can get things. I don't need things.
But you like to eat.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You got to get food.
Eat.
But you can talk to people to get your own order and maybe get more.
I mean, it's not hard to get food, thankfully.
You want a strawberry, bud?
Oh, God, yes. See, got food.
That is so pure. So cute. All right, each one of you take 1 luck point for that. And let's just do one more round. Otto, could you pick a new lead? Again, it can be an NPC if you wish.
Bodie.
Bodie. Otto, could you roll the D100 twice? And just while this is happening, I want to give a shout out one more time. This role play system, as it is called, was developed by the DM Connie Chang. They are wonderful. They are the DM of Transplanar, a all-trans player game. So, wonderful channel, great artwork, great games, great GM, highly recommended. So, what were the D100s?
I rolled a 10 first and then an 80 second.
So then, Bodie, your choices are quiet and alone, or, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, dancing.
And I choose?
Mm-hmm.
Dancing.
Dancing it is. Where are the two of you? I'm going to say the interaction with Melon happened about an hour away from the tree line of the Shroud Wood. This interaction, about 45 minutes later. The tree line is getting quite close at this point. Melon, what's up?
Can I say, at that hour mark, Wraught's bark skin starts to burn away.
Oh no, I'm shedding.
You're shedding, but it's almost like it's a forest bark, so there's little pops occasionally.
I'll just start reaching up and ripping off my own skin.
Yeah. Save me from myself. I'm peeling.
Horrifying, and I love it. And Melon, take one more luck point for that description there. Terrifying. All right, so
I'm really colorful and shiny now.
it's all fresh. So Bodie and Otto, given that the tree line is swiftly approaching, where are the two of you in relation to the rest of your group when this interaction happens?
I would have slid down Melon's back onto the ground to stretch my legs a little bit.
Got it.
And falling back wherever Bodie was.
As you start to fall backwards.
Master, the little one with the big ears is approaching.
Oh, sweet, man. Then he turns, hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, going all right. Are you liking your new friend?
You know, we're gonna be fast and inseparable. It's gonna be great. We're working through the trying times, but I'm journaling through it. Man, you know what I really want to do?
What?
I haven't done it in a really long time. And I think right now is the perfect place to do it. Do you want to do it with me? It's dancing, man.
Oh, okay. All right. I was very confused.
What do you think I was going to say?
Well, Gromp's my friend. The most time I hear people say they want to do it is just that. So, and he does do the hand motion, by the way.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, no, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that doesn't relate to me, like, ever in my life. But I am saying, dancing, man. You know what made me think of it? We were walking down after narrowly avoiding almost certain death at the hands of an unknown geometric object in the wall, man. And so, I mean, I was feeling pretty triumphant. I was feeling like, you know, we were having a parade. Oh, a celebration. And back when I was pit fighting, we used to do that all the time, but I was like really out of it. But when I was dancing, man, just in that moment, I'm not very graceful, but fucking love doing it, like moving my body like that, and like this, and like this, but. Oh yeah! See, it feels good when you stress the fuck out. You just fucking dance.
it does fun. It is kind of really fun to dance. I actually really love to dance too.
What was the first time you ever danced, or the best time you fucking ever danced, man? Oh, that would be even better. But if I get the first one, I'm gonna be happy too.
Well, the first time that I've ever danced before. Well, you say the first time or my favorite time?
First or favorite?
My
I like
favorite.
to give options. I didn't want to pressure anybody, you know?
Oh no, my favorite time to dance was when, my favorite time to dance was when it was Robin's birthday. We threw her a birthday party at the carnival, and I got to do a birthday dance with her, and she chose me to do her first birthday dance with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
yeah. But that was a really fun time. We had like Gromp was playing on the band, and a lot of the other musicians there were playing. And even though he doesn't think it, that was like one of the best time he's ever played. And
I hope he plays more, man. If you say he's that good, man, that comes from the heart. So I hope he's able to fucking, let that shit out more, man. Like, get his own show, like what you said.
yeah, he's gonna look at Gromp because I'm guessing Gromp is in front of us.
You're a great dancer, Otto.
Thanks, bud.
He leans in. What the fuck is up with that?
We're going through some stuff right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the next time we're at an inn or we get our rest time, I can show you this really, really cool move. It's a dance move, but I'm pretty sure you could probably use it in your fighting skills. I've heard that there is a fighting style that uses dance as well. So, yeah.
I think I've heard of it. Is it capybara? Capybara? Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. I don't remember the name.
It's like, yeah, I think it's...
I think that's what it's called.
I would
Maybe
love to learn
capybara.
capybara from you, man. I think it'd be the tits. And because, I'm always looking to mix up my style and learn something new from friends, and I didn't do enough of that when I was, I just didn't do enough of that, so.
Wait, as a fighter, you can learn multiple styles and like mix up your styles and stuff?
Man, you're in control of your own body, man. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
So,
I don't like to do a flip.
He tries, and he ends up on his show.
Wait, look at that.
You're a great dancer, Bodie.
Oh, yeah, thanks, you know how to call this the fuck.
sorry.
Is it too late to find a new party?
As this as this thing has been happening, first of all, 2 luck points to Bodie and Otto. Like I said, this conversation was as you were approaching the tree line. And right after Bodie gets back to his feet from the back of his shell, Wraught shakes her head at this. You all start to hear something in the distance. The sound of industry and falling wood, trees being sawn, trees being sawed, large blades whirring, buzzing, grinding, squealing sounds of metal. And as you start to come around a bend and come around towards the northern side of the Shroudwood, you see a fairly complex and well-organized logging site. Stacks of lumber. You watch as a large tree starts to shake and fall to the ground. And then you see the source of so much of the industrial sound, the whirring of saw blades, as a monstrous bipedal machine with circular saw blades for arms lumbers forward and starts to work its way through a thick tree trunk. And you can see that it is operated by a green-skinned goblin. And as you watch another tree begin to shake, tremble, and fall, we'll pick up there next time. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Wild Beyond. Into the woods we go. We appreciate you all so much for being here. Let's go around. First of all, please don't go anywhere yet. We are going to raid, and in fact, we're going to raid that Transplanar channel I was talking about because they're playing right now. So might as well. But before we do that, want to go around, say goodbye to our wild things, just so everyone knows. Wild Beyond will be off next weekend because we will be at a convention, and unfortunately I won't be able to DM while there. I'm sorry. But 2 weeks from today we will be back. But if you simply cannot wait for more TTRPG action, just a reminder, Daggerheart Part 2 tomorrow on Thousand Faces TTRPG at 7 p.m. Central, and then on Tuesday at 7:30 Central, we will have episode 2 of City of the Crimson Tower. So even though we will be off of Wild Beyond for a week, there's plenty of TTRPG action to be had before then. So let's go around in reverse order and say goodbye to the wild things, starting with Sarah.
Bye, everybody. Stay well.
And if you're doing anything, got any projects or conventions or anything like that, of course, always feel free to mention.
No cons. It's been a while. Wanting to fix at the craft room to actually get working on stuff again, because that's still been a wreck. But I've been in DC teaching people about space, so yay!
Hey!
Space!
Mav!
Blackout on the internet. I'm having to play D&D with all my homies. I'm not streaming tomorrow, but you can find me on Thousand Faces TTRPG playing Finn Smollett, the Ribbit Warrior. And Monday I'll be back on my channel on Digital Clubhouse TV playing some more Helldivers 2, joining the fight. And then you'll see me again on Tuesday, like Ethan said, on Thousand Faces TTRPG playing 9. You know, it's having a good time.
Morgan!
I got nothing going on, but I'm actually thinking about starting up another costume.
Hey!
Laios from Dungeon Meshi.
Oh,
Because I am him.
I want that cosplay too. I want the dwarfs. Is that the dwarf?
Senshi.
Oh, Senshi's the dwarf.
Senshi.
That's right. I'm sorry. It cut out for a sec. I want to do Senshi.
Morgan is
so
Laios
bad.
incarnate.
Well, if I do Senshi, I will certainly look like a dwarf standing next to you, so it'll work.
Perfect.
All about perspective. Joe.
I'm going to start walking right now on my way to Colorado so I can tie Ethan to his DMing chair and we don't have to skip a week because I want this more. So expect to see me in Colorado sometime, next Saturday.
While we're in Oklahoma City.
So I'm going to intercept you on the way there because we are playing next week.
Oh, good to know. I didn't know that. Lauren.
I'm working at a snail's pace on my Critical Role level 10 Fern, but you can catch me at Calix Camp. Yes, sure. Blah, blah, blah,
You got
okay, see. And I will be there representing the cosplay. And I'll have an extra special top secret buddy with me. So prepare for that. It'll be great.
It'll be a blast.
And don't forget to hydrate. And that's all.
And Devon.
Am I the buddy?
If you want, I mean, I was hoping you'd be here to watch the dogs, but otherwise we're in
well.
trouble.
Well,
They'll be
I'll
fine.
be trying to get hole-in-ones. So that's what I'll be doing.
Nailing it.
And as always, I've been your GM for today. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Like I said, don't go anywhere because we are going to raid. But until we see you in 2 weeks here, we appreciate you. Hydrate, do something good for yourselves, and stay wild. Let's get that raid going. We'll see you here in 2 weeks. Bye, friends. Bye.
That was wild, dude.
Yes, sir. Good. 2 Guild Wars references.
Fun.
And
I also
Dune.
appreciate when you went like this, Sarah, your sleeves went totally transparent.
I have no arms. Just floating hands.
Great session, everyone. That was a fun one.
That was really fun.
Yee!
God.
All
Oh
right.
my God. There's a
So,
lot of good stuff in that one.
everyone's favorite moments and a toot your own horn moment.
I've got a favorite moment.
Lead off, buddy.
But
But that means you also have to toot
your
your own horn. You have to have both ready.
Oh, I love the interactions between Bodie and Cork. Cork, the most paranoid motherfucker in the world. Bodie, the most chill motherfucker in the world.
It's so good.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I was a sword. I don't know how to use a sword. What?
There's no character who could be the more polar opposite than the sword than Bodie. Like, had it been Kai, I could have seen Kai being like, "What? Is there actually a problem? Shit. Yeah, I'll go check it out." Or Gromp like, "Oh shit, like bad shit's happening." Bodie just,
Ethan, how do you
fine,
visualize?
man."
No, Ethan, how do you visualize each of us, despite the fact that we don't know how to use swords, and some of us dealing with that sword?
So, Bodie does what Bodie is currently doing. I think Kai would initially give in a little bit to the suspicions. "Oh, I'll go check it out. Yeah. No, there's nothing. No, thanks for letting me know." Gromp might actually give in to the paranoia a little bit more than that. Like, "No, my sword's saying you're bad, so clearly something's bad." I don't think Melon would even know how to respond. I don't know how Melon would respond. I feel like Otto would not patronizing, but would be like, "Hey buddy, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Like, I don't see anything, but I appreciate you looking out for me. That really helps, you know." While Wraught, I think, would find out what happens if you try to throw this sword away. Personally, I think that's how it would go down.
100%. It would be throwing it right back into the chest of Sam, who gave it to us. Sam, I want you to have your sword back.
No. Well, Morgan, what was your toot your own horn moment?
I actually did cleric-y shit.
You did. You healed by smacking Gromp in the face.
Yeah, get up. Wake up.
I was waiting for your magic heal word, but you didn't have one.
I was going to try.
Who else? Who has a moment? Sarah.
So my toot your own horn was my impeccable perception check. Like, holy shit. And just because I feel like D&D Beyond favored me over Bodie this time. Like, it made me roll the perception not so great this accident. I took all the luck from Bodie.
My
That's how
dice
it goes.
tower.
Yep.
And then somebody else was the whole taking the emotional damage and running with it. Ethan,
He heard it, and he immediately said, "Well, that's a threat that I can't even perceive, so now I'm really sketched out."
Yep.
How do I protect my master from emotional damage?
And you all
You
know
just take
exactly who this character's voice was based off of, and I was so happy when I thought of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
I just love it.
Oh,
Like,
Doug.
are they a friend if they're not dealing you emotional damage?
I have to tell you a little peek behind the screen. It was really cute because either it was making his breakfast.
No. Stop hiccuping. Tell us.
He was making his breakfast, and I was in the other room, and I just hear, and I love you. And he is sitting at the table eating his breakfast, watching entirely too much of Up. And
It was just the
loved
best
it.
of
It was
Doug.
so
It was just the
cute.
best of Doug.
I have never seen a
Stunning.
bird before. This is a bird. Can it be my prisoner?
Wow.
Well, because Cork is chaotic good in alignment. He has all the best intentions and is overprotective. And so to me, I was just like, it's a dog. Like, you know, it's a dog with a little bit of trauma.
You know, the second you started saying, I need to know who has this sword, immediately I went, it's cursed and it's going to be really bad. And this turned out so much better than I ever could have hoped for.
Fucking Cork.
You didn't know.
Like, I like the anxiety and the fear. Whew.
What were you saying, Mav?
I want
Sorry,
you to know,
Devon.
I want you to go back when you go and edit this visual
Mhm.
part of this episode. I want you to go back and see where we clocked. Each one of us was like, "Wait a minute, this is Doug. This is
Look,
fucking Doug."
look, sometimes direct references are too fitting to pass up. I was
Recently beat me to it, Mavis, because I was trying to find a specific gift that was saying, "You are my master."
very
And
tempted
I hadn't found one yet.
to go with a SpongeBob style voice, but I think
Oh,
Doug
thank you
works
for
so
not.
well.
No, Doug was wonderful. And now it's like, I don't want, like, Joe particularly doesn't want to get rid of the sword ever because
Well,
it's entertaining.
because-
Wraught hates it.
Yeah.
I wish you the
Wraught
best of
hates
luck
it.
of getting rid of Cork. I genuinely do.
Oh, is he going to crawl his way back to Bodie?
Yes,
Sadly, never lose that
it's a
Gonna
very
hide in the
specific.
porch.
It has in the item description very specific what happens if you try to get rid of it. So
It's
we'll
worse,
see.
doesn't it?
Mav, since you were saying that, why don't you pick us up with your favorite moment and toot your own horn?
Favorite moment is Gromp saving the day with his fucking bullet time knife throw.
Whew, that was cool.
Yes.
And you all pumped some luck points in there to get it too. So
I was judging by your face of like 20. I was like, if he moves a certain way, I'm gonna throw the rest of mine in there because fuck it.
Yeah, I just feel like the luck points from Kai was like, oh, here it comes. I'm going to angle it just right for this to hit. And Ross was, there it goes. And I'm going to use a little bit of a warm up draft to give it
just a little.
a shit.
What about a toot your own horn moment?
Toot my own horn moment. The conversations, the conversation pieces, connecting with Melon and then connecting with Bodie as well, and a little bit of trying to figure out Mr. Gambler Man over there as well. Because I did sneak parts of you in there just to connect everything back together.
Joe.
Oh, Lord. God, I feel like every single time I'm put on the spot, I go totally blank.
We can come back to you. It's not. we
No.
don't need to.
No. Favorite part. I really like how everybody suddenly, like, immediately, as soon as there was combat, sprang into working like a unit.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like everybody was like, shit, I gotta do my own thing. It suddenly became Melon was healing, the damage dealers were doing damage, and the arcane and perceptive ones were running around to try to figure out what to do to stop this. It immediately became everybody knows their roles in this party
And
without
in
having to discuss with it.
And in this particular scenario, since you all have only encountered one rift, the group learned from it, clearly. And
Yeah, I really, really like that. That it was like, okay, I know that Otto can shoot and do damage. I know that Gromp is going to be there if he doesn't go down, obviously, to do supportive magic. I know that Melon's going to be there not only to hit, but to heal.
Yeah,
and that
Bodie and I are going to be frontliners.
Exactly. The frontliners are doing the frontlining, and we all knew our role.
Mhm.
And it felt like the first combat, honestly, where everybody jumped to knowing what they had to do.
it was really smooth teamwork in combat there, guys. Even with Kai and Wraught going to focus on looking for the anchor, because in one of those rifts, finding the anchor, as we saw with Gromp barely closing the portal in time, that's huge priority. And that's
Gromp, you saved us a ton of hit points and spell slots that we would have spent on that purple worm.
You have no idea.
Oh, Ethan, I was so hoping one of the magic missiles was going to go to somebody that was really close to me, just so I could finally just intercept Sinfighting to literally smack the globs out of the air.
I don't think you can, unfortunately.
It's reducing damage.
Does it just say damage, or is it specific type of damage?
It's not a specific type. Hold on. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack.
And technically, magic missile is an attack.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have to roll to hit, it's a ranged attack. So you could do that, yeah. Now, fireball, you couldn't do, but magic missile, that would have been, that's good to know. That's very good to know. You can totally do that.
Yeah, but it's like literally smack the globs out of the air.
That would
next
been
time,
pretty cool.
it's it's shield, Well, Joe, what was your toot your own horn?
I think that my toot my own horn moment was using Wither and Bloom. And I know it didn't do very much in the long run. That seems to be. Here's the thing. I feel like that's my luck. Is my coolest spells don't actually work. But they're still cool spells. I really liked that it was wilting all of the vegetation and doing necrotic damage, and then looking at Bodie, and because Bodie is so plant oriented, that her going, I've killed all the plants in the area, but I'm gonna give it to you because this is a vibe for you. I really liked that.
Yeah, very cool and yet messed up at the same time.
A little bit. No, she's twisted. We know that.
Twisted sister. Devon, what about you?
I think my favorite moment was the interaction with Melon and Otto, and I really liked that Melon is very quiet, and I like how Otto is able to bring out some, get to know Melon more.
Side note, I love that Melon has actually gone to jail for theft, but doesn't remember what he went in jail for.
Yeah.
And I do feel like Melon has come out of, or I don't know if it's Melon or Morgan, but either way, the result is Melon has come out of his shell a little bit and has been talking more. Melon took a very big backseat role for a number of sessions. He's a quieter character and a follower of particular characters. However, I wanted to give you a shout out in that Melon has come out more, and that's very cool to see.
I feel personally.
Melon inviting Bodie to go fishing. It was so cute.
I think as a player, I don't know if I'm more of a lead. I'm trying to get better at being a supportive. It's like I might not be at the forefront of role play, but it's like if you bring me in, I can bring something to the table.
And there's nothing wrong with having a character or as a player being someone who thrives on a supporting role. Nothing wrong with it.
I try and help others shine.
But you still deserve your moments to shine too. And so it's been very cool to see those happen more and more, because as I've been editing for the podcast, I've edited through episode 4, and Melon definitely does things like the cupcake eating contest and all of that, but Melon throughout the circus or the carnival was very one track mind, and we're getting to see, even though the stomach still is very dominating, there is more to this character than just that. Devon, what was your toot your own horn moment?
Well, I'm just gonna say that you said deserve a spot in the spotlight, and in addition, hence my favorite moment, I enjoy seeing Melon in the spotlight.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then my favorite moment was getting insta'd by a fireball after
Yep.
saying after being the only person that's like, should we really do this? And be the only one to just get fucking wrecked.
Just the only voice of reason saying they're
do
going,
we really wanna
guys.
do this? Dead.
All right, no, cool. I'll just lay down here. It's fine.
So that was my favorite part.
Respect.
That was beautiful, and I love that. I was like, shit. How can I heal these idiots?
That's not your job.
But I did anyway.
Lauren, what about your moment and toot your own horn?
I really liked. There were two moments. We already really got to talk about what I really enjoyed most, which was the combat. I thought like we all snapped into place. I thought that we were all really dialed in. I personally could not get enough of it. I was like having hypothetical turns that I had already written down and all this shit. Like it was dialed in. It was awesome. But the other thing was the explanation we got as we moved into our fighting space was pretty wild, and it was just a cool moment to kind of like sit back and get super immersed in like the bullshittery of whatever the fuck.
Now, what do you mean by moving into our fighting style? I don't think I quite understand.
Into our fighting space. So we were moving into the portals, and Ethan was describing all of these different things that we were seeing, and that I just thought that part was really, really cool. Because of just the way that it was narrated and stuff like that.
With everybody's mind snapping to what they had to do?
Well, that's on the other side of things, like the fighting. Yeah, for sure. I love.
She was saying she liked my description, Joe. Let her say.
Okay, no. I love everything you do. So singling out one thing is hard.
I just thought it was cool. Just the individual vignettes that we were seeing as we were moving through what appeared to be some time and space outside of our own. And I thought that was just really cool because it kind of immediately put me on the defensive anyway before the fight even began. And I think it helped me kind of snap in. So
what's your toot your own horn moment?
I thought it was really cute that Bodie asked about whether or not he could catch and release, and then tried to explain to Melon what catch and release was, and that Melon just was like, "What?" I just thought it was a funny moment.
Can I just say out of character? I love Bodie, who is so principled and kind, trying to explain to 1/3 of a monstrosity, like literally physically, that you should not kill everything you catch.
True. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was interesting because the moment I said it, I was like, oh, wait. And then Lauren had the realization, oh, he's so this is going to be fun. Okay, play into it.
I think one of my favorite, or one of my toot your own horn moments is going to be finding this soundscape for, where is it? Why is it not?
It turned it off.
Why did it turn off?
Yeah, you can't keep
You switched over to the straw to.
Yep.
Oh, I did. Oh, my bad. There we go.
Oh, yeah. It gave me stress.
Like, it's just so perfect and so different from the sounds of, from that
nature
to calm little bird calls and all that. It's a totally different environment, even though it's right next to each other. So I think it really set the mood well. I can't wait to utilize that more and for longer at the beginning of the next session. As for my favorite moment, I think I have to agree with the bullet time knife throw. I think the fact,
So cool.
because I love fights that can be won through more things than just attrition. Just, don't get me wrong, fighting a purple worm would have been a lot of fun, but probably someone would have died. And so it's very, the fact that the timing was so close was just so cinematic and so perfect. And yes, a part of me would love to see the purple worm make it through, but I think that it still had the desired effect of making all of you, both as players and characters, realize, like, oh shit, these rifts can really let bad shit in. Like, really bad shit if we don't deal with that.
It immediately changes the tactics of everything we're doing.
Uh-huh. So, those were my moments. Mav, you were raising your hand?
I want you to know, when you switched from wonderful, sweet, foresty to that hellscape, that scared the shit out of me and gave me such dread because, hey, we are all animals, and I believe it might have been Sarah that posted it, or Lauren, fucking toxic motherfucker from Fern Gully.
Yeah, Hexus! Oh, my dude!
Hexus. And I was just like, this is dread, and I'm an animal creature,
All I can
so
think
I'm
about.
like, oh, because I can picture it. And I'm like,
Toxic love.
and it was just
God, that
heartening
movie's
and sad. And I was just like,
Lord.
I already know what Otto's thoughts will be when he sees all of the deforestation happening, because he grew up in a forest and whatnot. So it's like his old home getting torn to fucking bits.
Yeah. Hexus, that's a good callback there. God, Robin Williams and Tim Curry in the same movie.
God, I know.
Ridiculous talent right there.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Any other call-outs?
I think those were I loved Cork, and I loved people playing off of that and just seeing the group just go, Jesus Christ.
I loved Gromp going, do we have to? And going down the first attack.
Oh, poor buddy.
Very first one. And he like walked out with the spark, and I was like, Flame Blade? No. Firebolt? No. Oh no!
Yep, his 1 3rd level spell right away.
Yes.
Well, great session, everybody.
I loved killing a man with a reaction.
That was dope.
Gromp's ability, because here's what I've seen in the last few episodes that we played. Gromp has been feeling down about himself, about his ability for the group. So for the fact that Gromp was able to save everybody with the fucking bullet time knife is great.
Yeah.
Kai's like, yeah, you get to be the rogue now.
I did love that. You can be the rogue. I'll be the bard.
Yeah, that was a big moment for Gromp, I'm sure. I look forward to seeing how that
How does Gromp
reverberates.
feel about that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't think Gromp really cared that much in the moment. It was just like, it was cool that it happened, but I think Gromp really viewed it as more of a trick as opposed to like a fight changing moment. It was like, oh, that was like a cool gimmick.
You think you cheesed it?
I did cheese it.
Did you see those instrument weapons that Sarah posted?
Yes.
We need to
Yes.
get Gromp one of those.
Instrument weapon? I need to look at
And
that.
I know
Out of
that
character,
the rolling a prompt for role play, is kind of like a time filler, but at the same time, it feels so natural to kind of fall into. Let's talk about something we might not necessarily have talked about, and it feels so like wonderful and natural. And at least it's such fun character development.
I think that is what I really like about that system is, even for a group like this where talking isn't a problem, it still leads you to have the type of conversation that, one, you might not ever choose to have. Like, man, you know what I haven't done in a while, man? Fucking dance. Like, I don't know if that would have happened, but also these are the type of conversations that if you had to just walk with a group of people for 7 hours, you would have these unimportant side conversations too. And that's what I think it leads to really well, is the conversations you wouldn't think to have, but you totally would have.
I totally forgot, but another one of my favorite moments was us going, fuck it, we walk, and sending the horses back.
Just like, fuck it, not worth it.
Do we have to pay for these? If
All
they
right.
die, shit,
Bye.
send them back.
Bye. Well, I thought it was a great session, everybody, and I think that leaves us somewhere that I will let you know that there is definite opportunity for strategy dealing with the logging camp. So in the next session, we'll
Mage hand.
pick back up there and you'll get a lot more details. And I would imagine the first 15 plus minutes of the session will be strategizing in and or out of character.
The warfare.
So,
You know what my idea is? We steal it and we use it against them.
I mean,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
totally valid.
See if there's more. Get more.
There's a
I
lot.
want to see Melon
Profit.
pilot. I want to see Melon piloting a mech. No, wait, he's too big. We have to have Otto piloting a mech.
Yay! Little boy! Do it! Our little precious bean in a death mech.
It has to be piloted by a size small character, so get Otto up in there and have him murder.
Hey, if
Oh my God.
Gromp loses
Next squad.
a few more inches, who knows? Maybe he'll get there eventually.
Fine. Gromp, I will play cards with you to make you get shot.
With a fake
That's
contract.
how it works.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Thank you for a slightly longer session. Thank you for sticking around and chit-chatting. I know, but
Even longer.
I know, but I think 2 hours really is for streaming sessions kind of the sweet spot.
Three.
Well, I was totally comfortable going for 3 hours this session for what it's worth. That was if it had taken that long. But once you arrive at the Goblin Camp, pretty much the next steps are
Goblin Camp.
2 to 3 hours. So it would have totaled up a little bit longer.
Fine, next time. Three.
Next time.
Because
I
we
mean,
have to skip
probably
another
before the
week.
Goblin Camp, we do need to recover a little bit. And there's a couple.
I will
folks-
say this right now.
I didn't take damage.
Fleeing
Wait,
from a
did-
fight or deciding to come back to it later is a valid option. That said, time will continue to progress. But I think too few groups in D&D ever consider that sometimes falling back is actually a valid and sometimes the right option. Like, had you all had to fight that purple worm? Yeah, no way could you deal with this logging camp right now. No way.
I'm down for a short rest.
Because we're
but-
looking at
While we short rest, let's
5,
look at
6,
some,
7, 8, 9, 10 enemies here at least. So
Christ's sake.
we got shit to do. So next time. But until then, I love you all. Thank you so much for playing this game, for telling this story, and taking this time out of your day to
We
do
love
it.
you.
Love you all. I'm gonna go get some
start
food.
walking.
Ethan,
I'm
stay
gonna
on the
start
call
walking.
after
Okay.
For a sec.
Okay, cool.
Actually, hold on. What's the map look like?
Show you
Ethan,
later.
What city you guys in?
Oh, okay.
I'm walking. No, I'm walking to Colorado to tie Ethan to his chair so he can't
Yeah, I
go to
know.
Oklahoma City.
Kinky.
All right, y'all.
They're in
I will
Denver.
see you all next time. Love you, friends.
Bye.
Love you.